at the right second or something, like I would have known something was up or something. But like she did like immediately when she got in the house. I did find it a little weird that like I don't know, like I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. Like yeah, she did pretty good as an accomplice. No one was on to her really. So she did pretty well. I remember. Yeah, I don't think I found out until I was on. Like I watched the episode or like I looked it up and I was like, oh no way. So then yeah, it was her, and then she told me, yeah, I was the accomplice. I was like, oh, you lied to me, but I was, but
She lied to all of us. She lied to all of us.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Zach, have you contacted Lauren's friends or family? I've had a few people reach out to me on Lauren's side, and they sent me some screenshots and text messages and stuff. They were really pulling for us, which was really nice to see. And so, yes, I have been talking to a few of them. Jimmy is still on giving all the tea, which is
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Michael.
okay.
Appreciate the gift.
This is a question when you talk about game. How long do you think Vince is going to last? To the end, or will he get caught early? Give me your hard read on this, Adrian.
I'm telling you, it's risky. Fudge. It's hard to determine who's gonna win, right? I think Vince, he may not be in the best spot as people may think, because I think like the majority, right? So I could see Kelly, Will, Mickey, Rachel, Ashley, and Ava putting all Vince up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Compared to 1, 2, 3 people that potentially won't put him up. So like the odds aren't in his favor, right? Because Ava's gonna do it. Just does that mean he's the target? No. It's just that he gets put up on the block, and if you get put up on the block, there's a chance you get evicted and sit at home. So right now, like depending who wins, like if Morgan wins, that's great. Rachel, like I didn't count her as one of the votes, but if Rachel decides to win HOH and take that shot now because she doesn't trust Vince, like 100%, like he may be in hot water depending who wins HOH. So I'm like, I don't think he is in the best spot unless his close allies, one of his close allies actually wins. That's so I think he could be in trouble. It just depends who wins tonight.
I think Lauren, because she lost me, Riley, and Kat all 3 weeks in a row. Do you think that she's going to rely more on Vince, even though he put Kat up and ultimately she got sent home? Or do you think if she ends up winning HOH, she is going to nominate Vince for that reason? Like, what do you think?
Think about it from her perspective. Bring out the board here because it's easier to visualize. Lauren, who does she have to rely on?
That's true.
There isn't much people. She doesn't. She had Ava, but she kind of threw Ava not under the bus, right? She was in an alliance with Ava. One was with Kat. Kat's not there anymore. Vince is the only person she could kind of rely on or has a pre-existing relationship with. She like I remember in lives she was like she didn't know which way to vote because no one's talking to her and she was scared to talk to people about game. So it's like it just shows that she's not well insulated anymore, that she's putting all her eggs in one basket, and that basket is Vince, even though Vince has shown that he didn't tell her about the vote. He didn't what do you call it? He's doing her dirty in a lot of ways. So I mean, I think Lauren should try to work with Vince, but he needs to be wary because like if Lauren decides, hey, I'm gonna put up Vince right now on the block, that won't be good for her game because she has no existing relationships or no strong existing relationships. She needs to build those relationships first with the other house guests before she takes a shot at like Vince.
Well, if she wins HOA, she could solidify that, right? Building like better relationships with other people. So it could be the perfect opportunity for her to win HOA, and all of a sudden, she's able to build something off that. We got 3 more minutes before we start our draft of the remaining house guests to see who we think is going to win, and we're going to create teams and everything like that. We're going to answer a few more questions though before that starts. Do you think that Vince made a bad move not backdooring Rachel? In terms of a game sense, yeah. I feel like Rachel, if she makes it to the final 2, she would have the best case to win. Obviously they haven't trusted them like each other in the past. And so it's like, I feel like if Rachel was HOH, she would put up Vince. That's just my take on it. What do you think?
Well, we're looking at the board again here, right? So she's kind of working with Keanu, but like she could easily put up Lauren. She could put up, let me see. She could put up Mickey because she's the target.
Yeah.
And Kelly, right? So that's like 3 people, maybe Keanu, right? So like it depends. If she doesn't like, she could also put up Vince because, like I said, even though like Ashley and Rachel shouldn't put up Vince because they're in the alliance together, like he's at the bottom of the totem pole there. So it's like,
well, that's the thing. People are saying like the Judges Alliance, guys. He got drug into that. Like Morgan brought him into the Judges Alliance. That's why I was shocked that he went the Catherine route. But I mean, Morgan was there till 4 a.m. It felt like every single night. You know, like really trying to like dig her feet in and make sure that Rachel doesn't go on the block. And so, thank you guys so much for the gifts, Kristen, Big Brother. I really appreciate that.
I did see someone comment that Lauren should probably start teaming up with Keanu and Kelly. That's going to be a hard one because I would kind of agree, but that's what makes the hard part about Keanu is, yeah, he may have some loyalties, but the problem is you can't tell him too much information because he's going to release it to someone else, and that's what makes it hard with Keanu. If he just kind of kept some secrets to himself or between 2 people, I think he could do really well, but so far we're not seeing that. Kelly, I think she could work with him as an ally, but like social game, like she shouldn't try to get caught being associated with her. I think for Lauren's best game, she needs to get along with basically everybody to help try to survive, but she needs to start building that relationship now. The fact that she said that no one's telling her anything about where they're gonna vote, and that she was too scared. That's probably the biggest thing. She was too scared. Oh, thank you for the dub or the thing. Yeah. So I was like, Lauren, I think she's also in a little hot water too, especially after, I saw the episode when Ava was there. You're always supposed to check. I was shocked by that a little bit. And I did feel a little bit bad for Lauren, like in the position she is. Yeah. She's losing all her allies. But I think at this point she's wary of Vince. But at the same time, if you think about her perspective, she's in a high stress environment. Oh, thank you for the butterfly face. I don't want to mispronounce names. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So you want to pick drafts now?
The final question I'll answer: will you reach out to Kat? I've already sent her a DM, and I said, "Here's my number. Call me if you need anything." And so yes, we can go ahead and jump into the draft. It's 11:41 right now, and we will go. Okay. So
you get first pick.
So okay, here's the deal. We can go the route of like first person gets first pick, and then the next person gets 2 picks, or we can go the route of like back and forth snake draft, and we just kind of go back and forth. What are you thinking?
So are you saying the first pick gets it, the second person gets 2, then after that it's like next and next we switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Okay.
So did you want to go first or you want to go second?
Do I have a coin here? I don't have a coin. Okay. I've got a number 1 or 2 in my hand. I promise to you I will not change it. Guess the number.
Go ahead. I trust you.
Okay. Tell me 1 or 2.
That's a good question. 2. Let's do 2.
Okay. So now you have the option of going first or you can go second. I'll let you pick.
I could do second. I think that has more of an advantage if I get 2 picks after.
It does have an advantage. Okay, so guys, this is a draft for who do we think is going to win. This is not like a bias. This is not a biased draft, okay, of like who we like in the house. This is like who we actually think is going to win.
It can be if you want, but is it the best choice? It's up to you. But yes, I would ideally go for who you think would win.
Okay. You guys in the chat, let us know who do you think will win this game as well as we decide. Okay. All right. Number 1 pick.
All right, here we go.
Who do we think will win? Okay. Number 1 pick for me is going to be Rachel. It's going to be my number 1 pick. And the reason.
Okay. Let me put this down for a second.
Because I said this when I was in the house, okay? If she makes it to the final 2, she will have the votes to win because she was able to work her way through the house. After this HOH and the fact that she wasn't going on the block and Vince decided to keep her off the block, that is why I feel like she solidified herself with the judges, and she has a good spot in the house. So I feel like she is my number one pick. If she makes it to the final two, I think she beats anybody else. So that's my number one pick.
Okay, I think it's a good, strong winner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing. Here's my strategy for my first pick.
Okay.
I was thinking a lot about this. Like, I can see a lot of people potentially winning the game.
Yes.
But in order to win, you need to get to the final two chairs. And I think one of the highest persons that could get to that final two chairs is my boy Will. I gotta go.
Yeah, like if I had two options, it was going to be Will or Rachel. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he's the number two on the board.
I could let you have that. I was like, he could take Will for a shot, but I think I would. I think I could help secure my thing if I get the two picks. So
For sure.
thank you for giving me someone that I feel will get pretty far in the game. I know that.
Yep.
So okay. So for my second pick, this one's kind of hard, right? This one's a little bit harder.
Go ahead.
But I'm thinking I should go for somebody that has a lot of protection, like installation. Like, I'm stuck. I'm gonna go with Ashley.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ashley.
Okay.
Because I think she's well insulated a bit and has potential to win comps. And the fact that she has good reads on the house, I'm gonna go Ashley for my second pick.
She said she's going to change how she acts in the house once she gets the jury, right? And so, like, I'm very curious. Especially, like, that's what the reason why I want to see when she wins HOH what she's going to do. And so, I get it. I absolutely get that. I get it. Okay, my next pick. Okay, looking at the board right now, in terms of like who do I think is in a good spot in the house right now? Okay, after the eviction, after everything, I have to say Morgan is in a great spot right now. I think she represents his HOH. I feel like she's in a good spot with the judges as well. It seems like a lot of people still are gunning for Mickey, and so for that reason, I feel like Morgan has really picked it up this week. That is my second pick.
Yes, I was thinking of Morgan, and I think she would be in a really good spot. I mean, I could talk about my reasons why I was going to pick Morgan. But she's been painting a little bit of a target on herself this past week. So I'm like, we'll see if that bites her in the butt later, especially if Mickey realizes what's going on in the house.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Because Mickey did say that she was thinking about putting up Vince, maybe even Morgan right next to her, right? Oh, shoot, it's backwards. Upside down. So I was like, I was going to pick Morgan, but it's a little scary. Okay, let's think about this. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty interesting. Ooh. Okay, Mickey's not in the best spot, but that could always change. Vince might not be in the best spot. Lauren. I'm thinking Lauren, I'm not going to lie, but I'm also thinking this is probably a crazy one. I'm thinking Kelly or Keanu too. I don't know, man. I'm hard because I'm like, I need someone that could win comps, at least in my thing, right?
Okay.
But how well Lauren could win comps, but she's relying so much on Vince. I'm gonna go with Keanu.
Okay.
He's not in. He has the best social game for the comp beast in the house. Like, I guess his social game is he's working kind of with Kelly, with Vince and Rachel, and if he keeps saving himself, I could see maybe something working out there. It's a risky move, but these are my safe options. Oh, this one's yours. Right. These are my safe options. This is my risky for the biscuit. Like, this is a potential win.
Fine.
It's hard to say.
I mean,
I'm thinking people that go far. Who knows?
He has the resume if he makes it, right? So it's the question of if he's going to make it all the way.
He's going to struggle with the speech, but yes, that's like my first thing you have to think about is who's going to make it all the way. Any one of these people can make it all the way. With this season, yeah.
This is a tough call to me.
Yeah, it's hard. It's getting tough.
Who do you guys think I should pick? Because I have one person in mind, and I'm starting to see that person's name pop up a lot, and I'm leaning this way as well. Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, Ava, you are next on the.
Ava, you're the third pick for Zach.
Ava,
What's your reasoning? Let's hear your reasoning.
the reasoning is because she has won an HOH, and in her words, she thought it was a successful HOH. Okay. We just saw it today, right? Nobody's going to vote her out at this point in the game.
Nothing.
If she does get to the final two, depending on who it is, yeah, I think for sure she has a great chance of winning for that reason. So that is my next pick.
Okay. Now, it's getting pretty hard for me now. Mickey has intimidation on her side. She has influence, right? On some of the votes. Like people, like we saw Keanu didn't want to take a shot. Vince could have. I would go with Lauren. But I don't know if she has way to take the house views her as indecisive. I haven't seen her make big moves on her own, and I can't see her, even if she gets to the end, winning at the moment. Kelly, she needs to improve her social game a little bit in order to win. Mickey's in hot water, so with that reason, even though Vince is not in the best position, I'm gonna go with Vince for my fourth pick. That's my reasoning for now.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think it's a bad one. Because right now we're seeing like we're running out of good like our tops, right? We already picked our tops, so this is what it's currently at.
I
have
100%.
You get okay. Is it still?
It's so easy to me. Like, I'm so glad you didn't pick Lauren because I just want her on my team. So Lauren's easily going on my team.
Right. My second pick now, or is it still back and forth?
What do you say?
Is it still second pick now? So like, you know how I got two? You went first, and I went two.
Oh,
but then
it's 1-1 here on out. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Lauren, for sure. I was like praying that you did not take her right there. I was like 100% she's going on.
I was thinking about it, but like I'm trying to see if I could win here this draft. So like Lauren, I think she has a lot of potential. I just haven't seen that potential yet.
It comes. I mean, we talked about this on Jimmy's live, and
we're talking game wise here. Like nothing personal. We love everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
My turn or your turn?
It is it's your turn, but then there's going to be an extra person. So
no, there's not. We both have 4 right now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Okay, yeah, your next pick.
That's actually an interesting one for me.
Okay.
Because honestly, yes, Mickey's in hot water, and I could see her, depending who wins, she could go up again. I don't know, but Kelly is the person you can get rid of in the house. And and hey, look, she had my back. I think I got to go with Kelly on this one. Okay. And then, like, Mickey's in hot water too, but at least, like, she's been in hot water, and she's used to swimming in it. So, I mean, like, hey, I'm going to go with Kelly for my 5th pick.
Okay. Was this a personal pick or strategic pick?
I have to say it's mostly strategic. Or, I don't know. It's hard. They're kind of equal right now, I would say. Maybe.
Like, their position in the house is
okay. I would say personal a little bit, I guess. It has to, right? It's kind of like the Lauren thing, right? I mean, I have to because she has to be on my team, but, like, I think Mickey might have a better advantage because, like, I guess if you think about winning, but, like, half the challenge is to get to the end. Can Mickey get to the end in her position right now? I think so, especially if she could win the next HOH. Things could turn around for her. So, by all default, you get Mickey as the last pick. Imagine she wins HOH. That'd be crazy. Okay. But this is our draft picks.
Show the board. You guys let us know real quick who you think's going. Can I put a poll on this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Guys,
I'll send you a picture, and you can post it on your story, and I'll post it on my story, and like we see people like whose draft pick is gonna win. How about that?
Yeah, that's better. I mean, your board is like flipped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm not using my back camera. I'm using my face so I can see my face, right?
There, yeah.
Like your jerseys are backwards too, but like you don't like this is because it has words on it. So yeah, like my gaming chair, it's backwards.
Yeah, I'm just saying that for the sake of take a picture of that real quick and send it to me.
I love this, bro. I love having a draft.
It's a poll. Hold on. Poll and gift vote. Quick poll. Here we go.
Zach's gonna win? What? I think Ashley. I think we got some solid winners right there. I think we got hard, but
I'm the smiley face. Adrian's the sad face.
Okay.
Who's gonna win? I think I'm gonna change that. But who do you think has the better team right now heading into?
No, look. I got Will. He's gonna make it far. Half the challenge is getting far, and then Ashley. Look, you can't sleep on Ashley, okay? Especially if she wins, and then like if she wins the HOH, people are gonna see her game. That cook myself? I don't know. Okay, I can see Morgan winning, but right now she has a target. I feel like she's having a brewing target. Mickey has a brewing target. Okay, I don't see. No offense. Like Lauren needs to do something that shows that she can make moves on her own, and she needs to prove that it was her move. Because I don't think she's aware of how the house kind of views her right now. Because she was a little bit shocked with the indecisiveness. Yeah. Rachel, that one's a good one. Like if she makes it to the end, that she has a good chance.
1-1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like I won. But we will put a poll on Instagram. That's what we'll do. We'll take a picture of this.
Bro, I think you're gonna win, bro. Like at least in the poll rise. Imagine, bro. Imagine if Kelly and Keanu make it. That would be crazy. The finals too. That would be some insane stuff. But with this cast, I think anything could happen. But that would be crazy. This is our final pick, our draft picks. I'm so happy with it. We're gonna see who wins HOH tonight, and we're gonna see who's gonna win this game.
I'm really excited.
Fun. We haven't bet anything on it. I don't know if you want to do a little bet or something, but
we can do a bet. We can do whatever. We can figure that out. If you guys have anything that you want us to do for the loser of this bet, either comment it or send us DMs and stuff, because I think that would be very, very funny as well. What do you guys think? Thank you so much. Thank you, kindness, for the love.
Yeah, I mean, I like our picks. I mean, the chat's making me question mine a little bit. I won't lie, but you know what? I'm sticking with it. Like, to be fair, there's not like I think like I could pick a dream team. Like, okay, nah, this is it. This is this draft pick. Like because like imagine if you had Rachel, Will, Ashley, Morgan, and Vince. I think these four and Vince. Or maybe you could sub Vince with Mickey. Have a good shot at winning.
We'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited we drafted. They're saying that either A, we shave our heads, B, I saw that we have to set up a date for the other.
Set up a date?
I saw that as well.
I don't know what that date would entail.
It's
funny because I was thinking, I was like, whoever does it, like when we do the wall, the other person gets to like hose them down. Because I was thinking we all try the wall, but like dry. But like I could bring out the pressure washer and they could get hosed down, you know, like get the full feel of it, you know? Okay. I mean, we haven't felt it. I mean, I felt it. You haven't felt it.
Yeah, y'all, we'll think about it, okay? We'll think about the punishments. Adrian, is there anything else you want to say? I can stay on a little bit longer to answer questions. I know we've been on live for legitimately, like, it feels like 2.5 hours at this point.
I think we've been on for about, we're about to hit, last time it was like 1.5 hours, so this one's about to be 2 hours. But you logged in early, so yeah, you've been over 2 hours for sure. But I think that's it for me. I mean, if anyone has anything, you can DM me, but you can also put it in the comments in like any video or whatever, and then we'll hopefully see it and then like and tell it and see how people think. But I think I'm gonna head out for tonight, Zach.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Pleasure.
Much love to you, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk. All right. Peace. That was fun, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go to sleep or not. It's almost midnight and I gotta be up at 5 a.m. I think I will answer a couple more questions before I slide off. What up, everybody? I do feel bad for Lauren as well. She lost, 3 weeks in a row. It was me, Riley, and Catherine, like 3 of her closest people. That was really tough. Shout out Zoran Flyen. I just saw that. Who do you guys think is going to win the HOH this week, or who do you guys want to win the HOH? We've talked about this on Jimmy's Live. We talked about it here as well. What are you guys thinking? For who do you guys want to win HOH? Keanu, I see Keanu a lot. Thank you so much. Crofts, thank you so much. How's the split going as well? It's going. I've been stretching for an hour. I thought I was going to rip my hamstring, so I had to stop for a little bit. I saw Adrian say, God, talk about the real stuff of what I'm thinking about Adrian. Adrian, you're ridiculous, dude. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. Yeah. Lauren, Keanu, Kelly, Ava, I see that. Are you naturally flexible? I'm not naturally flexible. So I've been stretching for a long time. I saw Plynn say, yo, Cornell, the wife wants to know what's up with all the hugging in the house. We get close in there, you know? A lot of that stuff is, you know, some people are fake, but yeah, we hug a lot in that house, I will say. Let's see. You guys ask your questions. Are you double jointed? No, I'm not. My elbow just stretches out there. That's how far it goes. So I did see that on lives when I left after. Plynn, I hugged you a bunch, dude. I hugged you a bunch, okay? Don't worry. Let me see. Someone just asked, who do I think will win the blockbuster tonight? I feel like you are about 4 hours behind. Let me see. There's so many comments coming in. I'm trying to like grab some questions. Let me see. You guys keep dropping in questions. I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked. How did groceries work? Long story short, they would stock us up every single week with just a bunch of random things, like just all different food. Like obviously we had a storage room as well, so like we could grab it. But if we went through all of our resources before the week ended, we had to basically just eat cereal and just eat cat food the entire time. Lauren loves almonds. Yes, she loves those roasted almonds. It was insane. Hi, Mia. How are you doing? Are you on Cameo? I am on Cameo. I've not promoted it at all. So I've been doing stuff here and there for that. What should Lauren do to improve her relationship with Vince? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, look, I don't know if she can do much else. I mean, like they have a final two together. Like Vince needs to improve his relationship with Lauren, in my opinion, if that makes sense, right? Because he was the one to turn on her there at the very end. Did you see Catherine go home? I mean, we saw after the episode. Hi, Chico and Martha. Hopefully you guys are doing really well. Was the yard open all the time? No, it was open probably half the week, each week, because they have to set up comps in the backyard. So it got very crowded in there. The space got really tight, especially at the beginning, with like 17 people in one space. Like there was a time where it's like I mentally just needed like a step away. And so I grabbed the Bible and I was trying to find a space just to read it, just to kind of, thank you so much, Emma. Thank you so much, Connie. I just wanted to read like the Bible just to kind of like reset a little bit. And there was not a room that was alone. Like there's people in every single room is what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Mary, so much. Who do I think will win? I mean, we just did a draft on stuff and I had the number one pick. So if Rachel makes it all the way, I feel like she has the best chance of winning. Let's see. Have you gotten a double doozy since getting out? No, I'm waiting for my date with Lauren to do that. Thank you so much, Miss Gabby and Emma. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the love. Let's keep going. What are your thoughts on tonight's episode? I made a TikTok video about it. I mean, the one thought I had was Kelly has 9 lives in this game. She's literally like a cat. like cat with 9 lives. It's unbelievable how she continuously pulls herself off. It's crazy to me. But more power to her for that. What was my reaction to how everyone viewed the house? Yeah, this was crazy. I mean, look, I thought Riley was America's favorite. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in the house thought that, and leaving the house, that was like very surprising to me. It really threw me off. I thought people were happy with like Mickey's game, and like a lot of people were very like against her game. And like I found out after the fact, it was after like the Jimmy vote out, that really surprised me as well. Those were the 2 things that surprised me the most. Let's see. Zach, come to the Philippines. My parents are actually leaving on Saturday for the Philippines, and I'm actually taking them to the airport. The problem is that where my grandma lives, there is no cell phone service or anything whatsoever, and they're gonna be gone for a while. And so for that reason, I was like, I gotta stay. I gotta be on live for you guys. I gotta, hang out with the homies. I gotta pay attention to what's going on in Big Brother. So I decided against it. Let's see. Do you think Vince is playing a smart game? I don't agree with putting Catherine up as the 4th nom. I felt like for his game specifically, it was the time to take the shot at Rachel because I feel like a lot of people are going to see both of his HOHs and feel like it was kind of a waste for that reason. And so if I'm thinking in Vince's shoes, I know he has the alliance with the judges. I understand that. But like, I thought he really was going to take the shot at Rachel. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Let's see. Do I like Blockbuster? It's okay, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Thank you so much, Emma. Who do you think is America's favorite? I saw a poll earlier today. You guys can confirm this or not. I saw Keanu was like still at the top of the ranks in terms of like a lot of people are pulling for him. Who is y'all's favorite in terms of the house right now, and who do you think is going to win America's favorite? I see Keanu. I see Will. Yeah, I mean, Will is one of my favorites in the house, so I see that as well. Yeah, like what I'm referencing is I saw like an Instagram post and they had like 3,000 votes on it, okay? And so like I saw that Keanu was at the top of that. That's what I'm referencing right now. I see a lot of Ashley. I see a lot of Ava Pearl. Ava Pearl. Every single time we say Ava Pearl. Zach, you should get a mullet. Absolutely not. I would look horrendous with a mullet. Who do I want to win? I mean, Lauren, I've made it very clear. I'm rooting for her a lot. I feel like her situation, she's in a tough spot. I mean, she really is. We were just talking about that with Adrian. Let's see. Where do y'all be going for the comps? I already mentioned like they close off the backyard. There's another place I really can't mention. But there's like a couple of options that we can go to for the competitions. That's all I can say about it. How do I feel about Rachel? Rachel's iconic. I mean, I know she has like her super loyal fan base, and she's like iconic for that. And so like when we did our punishment together, like I was sitting there for 11 hours with her, and like there was nothing else to do outside of just like getting to know each other and talking. And so I really got to know her just as who she was as a person, and I love her. Like I really do love her. She's a great person. Yeah, the challenge looked fun. Honestly, it was fun. However, the goo was freezing. And I found out after the fact, of course, that the lives weren't running when we were doing it. And the goo just being so cold. And like, here's the thing, guys. In that competition, in that punishment, we got our first bag super quick. We got our second bag crazy quick. And our third bag, we got probably around, I want to say midnight is when we got it. I can't remember the times. But we got it like pretty quick. I think maybe it was a little bit later than that. However, that last bag, I think we had like We had a 1 in 11 shot, and we had to go all the way down to like the final 3 bags, and that part was so frustrating. The challenge, the punishment itself wasn't that crazy hard, but that was really like mentally so annoying for that reason. And also the pressure of the goo, the first like launching like knocked me back. I know it like knocked Rachel's goggles and her like mask off and everything like that. It was insane, the pressure on some of those goo shots. It was crazy. What am I gonna do with the $10,000? The number one thing that I want to do is I want to go to Wimbledon with my mom, because we've talked about that ever since I was in college, of going. And our favorite people, like I love Rafael Nadal. I've got a picture of him hanging up. Obviously he's retired now, but we've really grown with Carlos Alcaraz. She loves Novak Djokovic, so we're gonna go there and watch them for sure. Who do I think is the mastermind? Zay. No, I'm just kidding. I actually have no idea who the mastermind is. Did I throw any competitions? No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying my absolute hardest. The thing was, the blockbuster, for example, I freaked out. I had my first 2 moves prepped. I was ready to rock and roll. And then I moved those 2 blocks, and then I was like, oh my gosh, somebody else is gonna get it in the next 30 seconds. So then I just started spazzing out. I saw a picture on Twitter of like, I almost sort of had it. If I had taken a step back, maybe I would have been able to kind of like do it. But yeah, no, that was tough. I will say the black box challenge, literally blind in there. So it's like, I think somebody said that Amy got caught. Thank you so much, Emma. Amy got caught in the sewers for the entire time. I mean, that was tough, but like, it was really, you couldn't see anything at all in that. What was the other one that I really wanted to win? Oh, the freaking, the balance beam HOH, where Riley ended up winning. I was so mad that I went first every single time, because you have to think about this, right? You just have to make sure that you don't fall off going first. You want to have a time just to make sure that they respect the time, because if you fall off, then they can go really slow, of course. And so it frustrated me every single round that I was the first one to go. I like literally was trying to move in between the groups, just making sure they wouldn't call me out. But yeah, that was unfortunate as well. Let's see. You guys keep asking questions. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Zach, who do you think is leaving this week? It really comes down to who is HOH. I mean, Mickey, the last time I checked, she had a massive target on her back, and like Vince made it, known to a lot of people that she was the number one priority for him. And so I feel like she is in a relatively tough spot. Let's see. What did you request in your HOH basket if you would have won? Another hoodie, because I had a couple of hoodies that did not make it into the house. They, I don't know how much I could say, but like I only had one hoodie basically going into the house, and I wanted, that was the number one thing that I had requested was multiple hoodies. So it's like me, Jimmy, and Keanu weren't like the triplets. Like I could kind of like, vary our looks just a little bit. Let's see. Oh, and then the other thing is, nobody asked this, but I wanted, what was Travis Scott's album? It's the one with My Eyes in it. That was the music that I wanted for sure. Are you half Filipino? Yes, I am half Filipino. I'm half white. Who is the cleanest in the house? Rachel cleaned up a lot. She was very, very clean for sure. Hello, thank you guys so much for the love. Have you talked to Catherine since she got voted out tonight? Guys, she doesn't have her phone she's not gonna get her phone for maybe 24 more hours, maybe. Well, no, after like her first initial set of interviews, she won't get it until then. I did send her a DM. I said, hey Kat, like, love you to death, girl. Hopefully everything is well with you. Here's my number. So like if she wants to call me, she wants to reach out, she definitely has that. She'll be added to the group chat as well. I will let Kat know that we all love her. I will let her know that. Does anybody know who won the HOH yet? Somebody was asking that. So does where are the lives at or the feeds at? I have no idea what's going on in Big Brother world right now. Or are the feeds even on right now? Feeds are down. They're definitely running the HOH comp now at this point. Yeah. No, we're still watching the animal shelter on Pluto. Have you been in the Phils? Do you mean like Philadelphia? My sister lives in Philadelphia, so I went there for Thanksgiving. I saw her on Thanksgiving, and obviously she came back for Christmas, and I've seen her a few times since then. Oh, the Philippines. Oh yeah, no, I've been to the Philippines. I went to the Philippines 2 years ago is when I went. And that was my grandma's 99th birthday. And so I was able to see her then. And then my parents went this past year. I had work, so I wasn't able to. Thank you so much, Emma. And then they are going back, obviously, coming up. So I will definitely be FaceTiming my grandmother for her 101st birthday. She is crushing it right now. Also, the Philippines, I don't know if you guys know this, but like if you make it to 100, they give you money. I don't know if, I mean, that's not common knowledge, but that's something that I found out when I went for her 99th birthday, and I'm like, that's insane. Like they give her, I don't know what it is in equating to American dollars. I think it's around like $5,000, I think is what they said, which is just a crazy thing that I had absolutely no idea. Let's see. Do you regret not making any final twos? It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I had final threes, right? And I was trusting them towards the end. But like realistically, like Vince, he was my guy in the house in terms of like I told him all the information. And so like obviously when I left the house and I saw that, you know, that massive graphic of all the different things, but that's the thing, I don't think, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he really threw me under the bus until that final week when we were up against each other, right? I mean, I don't think he really talked crap about me when we were in the house. Yeah, I really don't think he did. Like he legitimately was my guy. Like I told him everything when I was there. Oh, that's true. I forgot. Yeah, of course. Yeah, after the Adrian vote, he did kind of throw me under the bus, and that's what turned the tide for. But like I did not go back and see that moment. I did hear a lot from other people, and I saw some stuff on Twitter about that. He did throw me under the bus for that, but that was I think he was kind of like pinned in that moment, or like I don't know. That's you know, it is a game. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Did I feel prepared for wall comp? Yeah, guys, I worked out forearms so much leading up into the house. I mean, it was like an everyday thing where it's like I'm hanging from bars in the gym, I'm doing forearm workouts like baseball. They give you so many different things to strengthen your forearms, and so that was like my biggest focus. Obviously there's more involved to that, but grip strength was one of my biggest things. I went to a wall, what's it called? I'm blanking on the words. Rock climbing. Like I went rock climbing as well. Like I was doing everything to like try and improve grip strength and everything like that. And it really, like when I saw all the different, I feel like me and Adrian have talked about this so much, so I don't want to like harp on it, but like all the different positions where you could like grip, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I felt like I could have lasted for sure. That's why I was paying attention to Keanu, and then Keanu ended up just dropping out of the competition because I felt like we were a little bit compatible in terms of like, you know, size and like just being bigger guys. And so I really wanted to see how long he could have lasted. That was the person I was really paying attention to when it came to the wall comp. Let's see. Let's see. Oh gosh, I'm trying to find. Thoughts on Morgan? I mean, she ran this HOH, guys. Let's be real. She really did. She did a great job in terms of like making sure Rachel stayed and making sure Catherine went. And so I feel like she's that's why I drafted her on my team. I feel like she's in a pretty good spot in terms of the house. Let's see. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Prediction for tonight's comp, guys. I've been wrong on every single comp in terms of what I think it's going to be. So you're asking the wrong person which comp. I'm going to say pressure cooker just because, and it's not going to be pressure cooker. What else? I got a few more questions I'll answer, and then I got to get to bed because I got to be up in 4.5 hours at this point. Yeah, I really do feel like it may be just a crapshoot comp. I mean, especially after the wall, I feel like they may do that. But then again, it's like I thought after multiple crapshoot stuff, I was like, okay, maybe the wall's gonna come, right? And it never came. It never came. Someone said it would be crazy if Will wins. I don't think he wants to win right now. If I'm being real. I mean, he literally didn't want to win the veto, and I feel like he's in a great spot. I feel like he doesn't need to win right now. Obviously, closer, once they get to jury and everything, it's going to be a little bit different. But I think he's going to throw whatever it is in terms of this HOH. Let's see. Guys, who do you think is going to have the worst Zing bot? I'm curious about that. Who do you guys think is going to have the worst Zing bot? Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you guys. For sure. Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Back to questions real quick. Lauren was stunning. Yeah, she was crushing it. Face card, everything. She was killing it right now tonight. How do I make my teeth so white? Okay. So Crest whitening strips, you got the box, right? You go through the box entirely, like every day or every night, whatever. And then you have one more Crest box, but you do it just once a week. Because if you do it like consistently, it gets to be way too much. But yes, you use it every day. That's literally what the box says. Use it every day. If you don't do that, you're not going to get the results. That's my opinion. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it is. It is, okay, if you do it too much, it's bad for your enamel. I get that. But like, it sets, it puts it in a good spot, and then you kind of just go from there. That's what I think. I know if you have sensitive teeth, it sucks. It's awful. I know a lot of people aren't able to do that. That's what I did, okay? And so that's my recommendation to you. I'm so sorry. Do you not drink coffee? Guys, I drank coffee maybe 3 cups a day when I was in the house. I was like, I'm gonna try and stay, locked in, all that types of stuff. And so I inhaled coffee when I was in the house. So where did they put your phone? They kept it. They held on to it for us. Let's see. Who do you wish you would have worked with? I was planning on working with Rachel Moore. I'm not gonna lie. Like my final day, like from the punishment after that, like we were in the heavy hitters together, but it felt like she was really close with like Jimmy and Mickey at that point, and I was close with like Vince and Morgan, and so we kind of had our own groups. And I knew that people that were close to me for multiple weeks, like were trying to gun for her. But I would have made the pivot, obviously with her winning HOH the following week after I got evicted, I would have made that pivot. She literally sat down with me to the storage room and she said, hey, I want to work with you, Lauren, and Ashley. And I was like, perfect. If I make it past tonight, then we can do something. And obviously with her winning HOH, we would have like really dug into that a little bit more. How much longer do you think Rachel has? I mean, guys, you guys can let me know what you think. I think she's in a pretty good spot with the judges. I mean, Morgan just went to bat for her till 4 a.m. every single night, right? And so you have people fighting for her. You have Ava, you got Will, and obviously Vince didn't put her up. So like, there's part of him that does want to work with her in some sense. I feel like she's in a decent spot. I feel like she really is. And like I said, she was my #1 draft pick with Adrian earlier tonight. Like, so that's my thing. It's like, if she makes it to the end, truly, like if I was in jury, for the sake of her making it to the end is crazy. It's crazy. People are asking me about Vince. I feel like I already answered that. Yeah, I got one more question to me, and then I'm dipping. I'm like staring at myself right now, and these like bags under the eyes are just no bueno. Are the diary rooms scripted? No, they're not. I mean, like, I don't know how much. I can't really say how much. There's not. How do I say this? I cannot answer that question. I'm sorry. I cannot say that. Thank you so much, Sophie. How nasty was the house? Really, guys, it was. The kitchen was very disgusting. I mean, we had like ant infestations all over the place. They sent like ant traps and like, you know, trying to keep them out of the kitchen. It's because people just leave food out. Like, I don't understand how hard it is once you finish your plate, go wash it off, put it in the washer, right? Or in the dryer or whatever. That's my thing. It's just like, it made no sense to me. And so like they would get into that, they'd get into crumbs, and it would just be disgusting. They actually ended up giving us like these containers to put all of the ingredients in and everything like that, just to make sure that they didn't get that. The bathroom, there were times where it got pretty gross. Like, you know those like star patches or like those acne patches? There was one time in the shower, Rachel, I was in there and I was helping her clean, and she was complaining about the amount of acne patches she had to take from like the drain. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. I'll answer one more question. Besides Lauren, who are you rooting for? I really do like Will. I know he put me on the block, but he's like one of my homies in there. He and I, like, we talk sports all the time, like legitimately all the time. And like in my regular life, I talk about sports nonstop with my boys, and so it like really helped me kind of stay grounded in the house for sure. And so Will was one of my go-tos. There's a couple of other people I've already kind of talked about, but Will, I would like to see Will win. So yeah. All right. Well, thoughts on the Micah Parsons trade today. I'm sad that my Falcons didn't get him. Let's be real. I felt like they could have. Thank you so much, Emma. They could have gotten him and full sent it. However, we already traded our first next year, which is very, very, very unfortunate. But I felt like that was a steal for Green Bay, if I'm being honest. But anyways, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for the love, the support. You guys mean the world to me. I'm going to probably just at random hop on live again just for kicks and giggles one of these days leading up to Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. Love you guys so much. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.